Greetings everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Now for today I'm gonna prepare a delicious home cooked meal, and this will have been sawfish rundown with a twist with cooked food. So guys, this demonstration is worthwhile watching. I don't want to miss it, so stay tuned and I'll be right back. Greetings everyone. Alright, so what you know, you see in the bowl here, there's some saltfish soaking, seeing? Because what I'm trying to do is to reduce some of the salt from the saltfish. Seeing? So after coming from work, I had a long day at work today, guys, not to let you truth, and we decided so this evening I want to cook some food, you know what I mean? For real. So there's some saltfish I soak. You understand me? So I'm gonna allow it to continue to soak over here. But I get certain things together, you know what I mean? So that's the issue. Right? And that's gonna be some pure flour, you know what I mean? Alright, so that's 2 scoops. I'm gonna put in probably around 3. Let's see, 3. Make it. I'm gonna do 4. 4 scoops, right? Yeah, 4 scoops. And with that, I'm gonna add some bananas, right? And that's gonna be some grated bananas. You get what I'm saying? Alright. So you know what your clock strike, right? I'm gonna look for some banana dumpling. You see it? Alright, so you are gonna just stay tuned. You will see how we get things done. Show some banana fingers that I have here. I have 4 fingers of banana, right? So these banana, I'm going to watch me carefully. Now look, I'm using a small knife, not a big knife, a small knife, right? Because when you have small things, you don't want a big knife with a small knife. So what I'm gonna do is to hold it like so, slit the top like so, then run a knife down the side like so, right? Then they're gonna cut the bottom here like so. Right, now the thing is, guys, you see normally when they're gonna cut the banana down the edge here, it's much better than to cut it in the middle here. When I cut in at the edge here, you have better grip to go like this, right? It's more easier to peel the banana. See? So simple that is. That's just how it is, right? Quick and simple. Right? Put in the container. Then I'm gonna cut this other one too. Then I run a knife down the edge like so. Right? Then cut the bottom, right? Now I'm gonna do this with the rest of the bananas, right? I just wanna give you guys a heads up on how we peel banana. I've seen folks peel banana differently, but that's just how it is. You know what I mean? The greatest thing is that they peel it. But the more easier way to get it done is just to slit it up. Put a knife down the side, but make sure it's at the edge. Like, the edge like this edge, right? And then I slit the bottom. Like so, right? Then peel them, which is, I'm a right-hander, but I'm using my left hand to peel it, right? Right? That's quite simple, nothing to it, you know what I mean? Alright. Grab the skin, see that? Now these are the steps that I follow when I'm normally, gonna cook 2 fingers of banana, with 2 dumpling, or say I'm gonna cook some beef kidney, some beef kidney and some cantaloupe and green bananas, nice, you know, on a Sunday morning, me I say, yo, what nice up. Not even that, you can even prepare some ackee and sawfish. You know what I mean? With some crushed green plantain. Yo, me I tell us, hey, and them things nice, and me I tell you, trust me. You know what I mean? But you know, we Jamaicans are creative in our own way. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. So that's why I'm really stick to my roots. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the roots is the way to go about it. For real. Now, after peeling the bananas, right, I'm gonna take off. You know, anyway, you may see there's a green piece of skin on it, you can skim it off, right? Just skim me off and make sure it's clean. So what I'm gonna do now is to rinse these off, and then I'm going to begin the process of grating them, right? The thing about it, guys, is like I say, whenever I'm grating bananas or some potato or something like that, normally use this grater. Now this grater I've had it for a good while, right? A very good while. And you see the handle is gone, right? It's missing. But then guess what? This is the grater that I normally use to grate a banana or so on. You know what I mean? Because see, other grater I have, I don't want to get it messed up because banana staining, right? So I'm just gonna grate it now. You know what I mean? Sis Elsie, are you paying attention? We're taking notes, you know. Real. So see there, I saw the thing set, you know, guys. You know what I mean? So the thing set. Real, can't more so. Take them at one time and just grate them until they're complete. And when I'm done, what I'll do is just to add them to the flour that I have already in the container and the counter, right? But these are the steps that, you know, my mother showed me. Because you know my mother teach not the best, you know what I mean? Because as a youth growing up, my mother always said, come son, come learn to do this and learn to do that, because it don't make sense to come turn up tough, you know what I mean? So she put me in her wing, you know what I mean? And she teach me all that is needed to be known as a young lad growing up, you know. So that's why I was able to help myself in my kitchen. I was able to pass on some of the good knowledge that I learned from my mother to my kids, you know. And I did even pass some on to my kids' mom too, you know what I mean? But not enough, you know what I mean? Because you know how it is after a while, right? All right, so this is the final banana. Let me see what's in here. This is the final banana. The final one. Try to keep this thing one place because it's sliding. I said not great that I say the slide, so I'm gonna try to keep it one place so it won't move. Yeah, man, it's real. Some Thursday evening cooking style. May I tell you, Thursday evening settings, guys. Thursday evening settings. You know what I mean? Like that really. You have to do what you have to do, you know. Yeah, man, for real. Because me now, me can't function for hungry belly, you know. You know, me can't function for hungry belly. And Sister Elsie can't tell it to. Sister Elsie can't vouch for that. You see it? For real, because it's a hungry man can't function. You know what I mean? A hungry man cannot function, and it makes sense. He got my bill hungry. And snack can't hold me either. And furthermore, I really don't eat out a lot. Trust me, I don't. If I do, it's because I feel lazy. But I rather cook my own food. And you know, there are times when I will just feel for a simple corned beef and sweet corn, or a meal about something simple. It could be some franks and beans, same way. You know what I mean? As I said before, I want me to choose, you know. You know, I choose to look what I feel for. So it could be anything, you know what I mean? It could be some dirty girl with two dumplings, same way. And if you're wondering what's dirty girl is still mackerel. Still mackerel. But for those who don't know dirty girl, we call it dirty girl here in Jamaica. So it's the king mackerel. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm just ensuring that the bananas are clean up after the grater. Now, regardless of the fact that it's old, right? It's still effective. It's still effective. So I'm just cleaning it off. I'm just cleaning it off right now. You know what I mean? It's still effective. See, so I could just go on the right thing, you know? Like ensuring it's clean, right? Yeah. Alright, so see it now. I take the sink. Now, what I'm gonna do next is to get my flour. This is the four scoop of flour that I measured earlier. So what I'm gonna do is to put in the grated banana into the flour, right? Like so, right? Now bear in mind, no salt is gonna be added. No salt whatsoever is gonna be added. Right? So I'm going to now mix the flour with the banana, but I'm going to rub it up like so. So that means everything blends up properly, right? Or should I say incorporated properly. You know you want to put it, right? But this is the way I like to get it done. And I will show you what it looks like, you know, when I'm coming. So just stay tuned. What I did off cam was to ensure that the flour and the grated banana combine properly, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. If you notice the texture of the flour, right? You don't see no pure flour alone. It's a mixture of flour and banana. I'm gonna make sure to do it properly, you know what I mean? Because I wanna make sure that when I buy that dumpling, guys, when they cook it up, it's supposed to taste nice, you know what I mean? And like I said before, I did not add no salt whatsoever was added to it. No salt, alright? As someone like it, no salt. The salt will be added to the pot of boiling water, right? So what I'm gonna do is to wedge out the middle like so, right? Just wedge out the middle, and I'm gonna pour the water inside the middle, and then use my hand. Now, you see, let me tell you something, guys. You see, when I say I don't like my hands to be messy, I really don't like my hands are messy. And that's why I'm gonna use a spoon, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna make an exception for today, you know what I mean? So when I pour the water in the middle, I'm just going to wash it down like so, right? Now this way, I'm trying not to add too much water because then you want to make sure you can control it, right? Because guys, if you add too much water at once, this what's gonna happen. You may eventually spoil the mixture, right? Because I see the banana, the green banana is soft, you know? So when you add water to it, you have to be mindful because it will spoil it, right? So just a little water in your mix, you know what I mean? That way you have a better control of what you're doing. If you add too much water at once, guys, it may eventually spoil the mixture, and you don't want that, right? You don't want that. So that's just a thing still, but just keep on tuning, you'll see exactly how things turn out, you know, with me kneading the flour here, right? Just ensure that as something true as something makes, that means you have a better control of what's going on here. So, Now guys, you see what I'm talking about, the mess, my hands, and that's what I'm talking about. I really don't like the mess, and that's why I normally use a spoon to knead the flour to a certain extent, and then I just go into my hands. You understand? Yeah, for real. Just a little water, and then you mix, and you knead, just to make sure you don't spoil the mixture. Because if you do, well, God never suffer. know what I mean? Because then, guess what? What if you ain't got no more flour? What you gonna do? What would you do? Now, if you don't know, I can break it down to you. All right. Now, if you ain't got no more flour and you spoil it, right? What you can actually do is you can add some oats to it. See, if not oats, add some cornmeal. Right? I'm not gonna say good to go. You'll be good to go. Right? And then you add it and then you mix. Because guess at some point what's gonna happen? It's going to observe that the wetness of the flour. So you can eventually just go and knead, you know what I mean, until it feels okay to your soup. If not, then you can just add some more of the cornmeal, or if you have some oats, right? And those are just methods that I know because it was taught by the best, right? My mother teaching not the best, and I'm not telling the truth. My mother teaching not the best. So if me tell her something, is what my mother did, and I proved that to myself too, because I've had that situation where I was kneading the dumpling and it spoiled. And same time when it spoiled, it came to me why my mother teach me, and I was like, okay, let me try that method, and it worked. It worked, man. So real sausage, guys. It's coming on pretty great. Coming on real nice. Coming on real nice, me I tell you. Coming on real nice, me I tell you, guys. Coming on real nice. Alright, now you see by kneading it, you can tell if it needs a little water or not, you know what I mean, in case it's too dry, right? Remember, you know, you're not gonna make tight dumplings, right? You wanna make sure that the dough is kneaded properly. So that's why when you knead that, we just have some tension to it, you know what I mean, by using here, right? So we notice the more, let me go like so. Push down on it, kneading, and I'm using a bowl. When I'm using a bowl to knead my flour, it works a bit better for me. I don't need something, I need it like this, so you see with the shape, with that deep middle right there, that's how I like it. And that's why I normally say, again, that is whenever you have chicken, or so go season up, make sure you get a big bowl. See? I've seen where folks using, you know, a big bowl, a small bowl actually, sorry. I've seen folks using a small bowl to season a big chicken, and it just kind of look away. If you know, say, you're using that small bowl to season a big chicken, it don't look good. Get a big bowl, man. So I'm telling you, I have different size bowls, guys. Different size bowls. You know, for you, just a bowl, anything, you know what I mean? Alright, so guys, that's about it right there. Set you know, right, that you know. Alright, so the water is on the stove, it's not coming to a boil as yet, so I am going to wait until it comes to a boil, then I'm gonna make my dumplings and put them in. Alright, so as you can see now, the pot is on the stove, so I'm going to light it and allow it to come to a boil before we go ahead and make my dumplings. I'm going to add some salt to it. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, right? As we said before, I did not add no salt to the flour mixture, right? I'm going to add the salt in the pot, right? And that is enough salt. I don't need no more salt. Now, folks, I hear me, listen carefully. It don't make sense to add salt in the flour and then you gotta add salt in the pot. It's gonna be too much salt, right? So when you put the salt in the pot, right, and the food is cooked in the pot, you will taste the salt and the food. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about literally raw salt. I'm just talking about the taste of the salt will be within the pot. You know what I mean? So the food they're gonna taste, it won't taste fresh. You're gonna have a taste of salt, right? So you don't need to add salt in the flour mixture and then add salt in the pot. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. So stay tuned. As soon as the water comes to a boil here in the bowl, I'm gonna put my dumplings, the mixture, the banana with the flour, right? Now what I normally do is to break it apart, right? Evenly, right? And then just go ahead and just make my dumplings. Now the water is slowly coming to a boil, so I'm gonna begin the process of showing you how I make my dumplings. All right? Now it's simple, quite simple. You know, everyone do their things differently, and I'm gonna show you, right? So I got my dough right here in the middle of my palm of my hands. So I'm gonna dip mine in the water, tap it right there, and then I'm gonna roll. Watch me carefully. This is in slow motion, right? This is slow motion, right? So I'm going fast now. And I'm gonna show what it looks like when it comes out, right? Now pay attention now. Right? Now look on my dumplings. Look on my dumplings, guys. Look on my dumplings. Look on them, you see it? You see me? I saw my dumplings seen, and I've never had no issue. People always say MTC your dumpling and look neat. I just saw my steam and I do things and do it correctly, you know what I mean? Cause I said before I learned from the best, and the best is my mother, you know what I mean? Yeah man, for real. So I'm gonna put them in the pot. Well, put it in the pot now. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue the same steps, right? I said before, in slow motion. In slow motion. I've seen some people make some dumplings, guys. Trust me, I'm like, yo. But the funniest thing about it is that it come out when they want it still, but it's just the way I don't do it still. But that's just the way it is, you know what I mean? Anyway, this is just my version, right? Right, so there it is. Look at my pretty dumplings, guys. These are my pretty banana dumplings. Yes, what I say? Yeah, man, for real. So now delay, as I make them drop them in the pot, right? Now the reason why I put my palm is because it's when I break them apart and have them in the container here, it's losing moisture, right? So that's why I'm wet my palm and them just, roll them, you know what I mean? Yeah, right? And then get them and want them. See? I tell you guys, this is how I make my dumplings. This is what I say. I mean, this is how I make my dumplings. Now the thing about it is that sometimes they may be a little bit too small, so if you just pinch off pizza for one next one and just build up it, you know what I mean? And then you just continue to make dumplings, you know what I mean? I just say the things, you know what I mean? Alright. Yeah, so see that I mentioned before, my dumplings are not big like cat wheel. You know what I mean? Yeah, mouthful. Mouthful, may I tell you for real, mouthful. Alright, so let me see now. Alright, I'm feeling this. Alright, so this one piece more. And that one I got probably a small roly poly, as Jolie would I call it. Roly poly. Yeah. Guys, I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Right, as soon as I make this one. Right. So this is the final one. So now, then I'm going to work with the roly poly. So with this one now, I'll just like so. Like so. Right? Just like so. So these are just some banana dumplings. So I'm going to give it a stir. Just to ensure that there's no dumplings sticking to the bottom of the pot. Right? Yeah, man, so you see that right away. Yeah. Alright. Alright, so there's no dumplings sticking to the bottom of the pot. Now I'm gonna go ahead now and bring my green bananas. Alright, so here I have around 7 fingers. So 7 fingers of banana, right? So I'm going to be peeling in the process of banana. So as I said before, you cut the top, then you run a knife right here, come down by the bottom, then a slit here, right? Now I'm gonna do this with all of them, and then I'm gonna peel it after, right? Now you see, it's best to use a small knife when you're gonna peel bananas, right? You don't want a big knife, and furthermore, just make sure you use this tip here. This tip here, look. See? As simple as that. I don't want to go too deep with the knife either. You know what I mean? You just want to keep it to a certain level. So that means say you don't go down too deep, and then eventually when you're going to peel the banana, piece of banana is going to come off in the skin. You don't want that, right? You don't want that. So just try to keep the knife on a level, right? Yeah, man, keep the knife on a level, you know? Alright, I keep taking the bananas and we are cut already. Alright. Alright, so the pot are bubbly, you know. Yeah, man, the pot are bubble star, you know what I mean? So, gotta make it snappy, you know what I mean? Real. Alright, then we can half mask cover now, because you know, as I said before, when you cook bananas, you know, right? Or cook food, you want to make sure you half mask the cover, because this one, no. If you don't do it that way, you know what's gonna happen is that the water is gonna boil over on the stove, and you don't want that, right? So try to avoid all that mess by just taking the cover. Well, half mask the cover, half mask the cover. That way, some of the heat will let out, you know what I mean? You kind of boiling up, so you know, say when it's boiling, it's gathering the heat, right? So you want to make sure that you just half mask the cover, right? Alright. Now these banana skins are kind of thick. The skins are kind of thick, but the banana feels soft, but the skins are thick. But still, when I peel, you have to be careful, because if you follow the skin, you may eventually break the banana. Because how it's thick, it makes you want to add tension to it, so you have to be careful, you know, while peeling it. Turn on the flame. Alright, so see the guys, food in a pot at bubble. This one I say, some banana dumpling with banana, yeah man, for real. And then I have the sawfish now, and this burner here, which is cooking, I'm gonna turn the flame off in the next minute or so. Alright, so just stay tuned. I'm gonna turn the flame off and then get the salt and go and cook. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go ahead and just clean up the sawfish, right? So I'm gonna, scrape out the scale with the skin. You know what I mean? It's kind of hot, But the thing about it, they eventually put in some water for go and cool off, you know what I mean? Because you want to get it down cool in order to really handle it. But you see right now, time ago. You know what I mean? Yeah, time ago, so I have to try to make it snappy by going faster than the norm. Alright, so I'm going to just rinse it off, then I'm going to pick it up, right? So I'm just breaking it into small pieces, right? Not big and chunky, So I'm just breaking it apart. Now this part of the sawfish, is like the ears part of it. So you're gonna find a lot of bones in it. So what you try to do is try to pick them out. We're not trying to pick you up, just make sure you pick them out. Right? Because you know what, you don't want to go up stop with your throat, right? So just ensure you go through and just make sure you pick up everything. Now tell the guys a pure bone. If the same tree pick you up properly though, Okay, you don't want no bone to stop in your throat. So you have to be extremely careful with this by going through and just ensure say pick properly. Right, I think our next piece in here. Scale after scale. Then start breaking apart. Now watch what's dropping inside the container, because I'm going to go through and ensure that there's no sawfish remaining in the container, right? I'm just ensuring that whatever I'm picking off, there's no bone inside of it. So I'm just picking it off and just be observant of the bones. Alright, let's see what's in here now. See my tello? We got some nice chunks of sawfish in here. So I'm just going through and just ensure so we get all the sawfish that is in there. Alright, I think that's about it. Alright. Alright, so let me just clean up the surface here. You have to keep your surrounding clean, right? So just clean out this area here, you know. Alright, so the sawfish is put aside with my seasonings. So the seasoning will cut up by guys. So we have onions, scallion, tomato, bell pepper, scotch pepper, thyme, we have garlic in it, and we have some okra. Just some I say, yeah man, real. So let's go on tune and see, you know what I mean? This is what I go on my pot here, alright? Now the food is almost complete, so I'm going to turn the flame off in the next 5 minutes, alright? 5 minutes and that should be about it. Alright, so here in the pot before me, I have some coconut milk boiling, right? Yeah man, some real authentic coconut milk boiling, right? Now while the coconut milk is boiling, what I'm going to do is to add in some seasoning, right? See there? All the seasonings are in. Yeah. And then I'm going to add a few pimento berries. Few pimento berries, yeah, like so. Alright. And that's some flavor. Right, and then I'm going to add the sawfish, right? Yeah man, to see the sawfish is in. So I'm going to give it a slight stir, right? Give it a slight stir and make everything go on bubble. You know what I mean? Make everything go on combine together. We talk about the seasoning along with the sawfish and the coconut milk. Now we know this guys I did not add no oil to it, right? Just the coconut milk, right? And this is just the beginning of the process, right? Because I'm not done yet. I'm just gonna allow the coconut milk to go and boil with the sawfish and the seasoning for a few minutes, alright? So let's go and tune in, you will see what's next, alright? Guys, if you could smell what I'm smelling, trust me. It just smells so good, natural. Smells so good. Guys, I'm gonna taste it. If you know me, guys, I like to taste, right? I'm gonna taste everything is a buzz, right? Everything is a buzz. You can taste the pepper. You can taste the richness of the coconut milk. You know what I mean? Everything just combined. I have been okra. Oh my god. Yo. Not till I say, guys. You don't know, man. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is to get some of my garlic seasoning. You know what I mean? I don't know that seasoning, right? And some black pepper. So the thing about it is like I say, let me tell you something. You say, this is something they probably seen before, but with a twist, right? So it actually sawfish rundown with a twist, right? They got ready. See? Sawfish rundown with a twist, right? Now the thing is that you see the sawfish, I went ahead and soak it. After I soak it, then I wash it off, then I boil it. See? Because you don't know things is already, guys. I'm trying to reduce some of the salt. I'm out of it, you know what I mean? So that's what I do. Right? So I just add some black pepper. Next, I'm going to add some dash seasoning. Put on this a minute. Turn on the flame also. Then add some dash season to it. You understand? Alright. Then some Maggi apple for season. Right? So I enhance the flavor. Then I'm going to go with my wooden spoon. Stir. And I'll give it a taste, right? Because I want to know if it's A-okay, you know what I mean? As it means season to my soup. But I tell you guys, you can smell the aroma that is coming from the pot. It smells really good, you know, guys. It smells really good, I tell you. You know, we Jamaicans are very creative when they come out to cooking. Enjoy the contagious. Come here, sweetie, contagious. What is that? Come on, just open and middle.
I'm just a girl.
Open and middle.
Look hot, man.
Come on, chop.
That girl, yeah, burn me up.
Get down, bread. Yes, all right.
The t-shirt for this one.
Yeah, my God. All right, so guess what, guys? I'm going to allow it to cook down some more. Seeing before we go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients to the pot. So just stay tuned. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead now and add in the rest of the ingredients. Now, here in this tin is it's Alaska broad beans, right? So I already open it and pour the water out. So I'm going to remove the cover. Then I'm gonna pour in my broad beans. Seeing? Yeah, man, very easy there. Fry, so with a twist, you know what I mean, because there's some broad beans that is added to it, you know what I mean. All right, so I'm going to allow it to just continue to cook a few more minutes and then turn the flame off, right? Can you smell what I'm cooking? It just tastes so delicious and it smells so delicious. Why I say it tastes delicious? Because I taste it, you know what I mean? You know, I like the taste, right? I want to make sure, say, it tastes to my suit, to make ensure, say, while I'm doing my thing, I check it, you know what I mean? I want to make sure I have that right taste. So I say, so just keep on tuning, you know what I mean? Until I'm complete cooking. You know, the food is already finished cooked. It's just the coconut milk. I want it to boil down some more, you know what I mean? Alright, so it's now time to turn the flame off. Yeah, so it's complete now. Flame is off. For real. Alright, so I eat it now, guys. This is what I say. I eat because see that it done set already, you know what I mean? I can smell the aroma too. It smells so nice. Trust me. It smells real good. So you know, as I said before, I did not use no oil to cook this down, you know what I mean? Just a natural coconut milk. Feel me? Yeah, so you are gonna just stay tuned. I want to show some food scene. Guys, I take great pleasure to share with you what I prepared in my kitchen. So if you haven't made it this far watching my video, thank you for watching.